Alright, so what we're doing today on this Acura MDX of 2004 year. I believe that the customer put something wrong in the power steering fluid. He said he'd been using Honda power steering fluid, but it was completely empty. I can't see a big leak, or should I say everything's down there leaking, but it's not exactly dripping. I asked him to clean it up. Doesn't look like he did it. He's supposed to clean it up real well. Spray it with degreaser. Of course, because he's trying to save money. I could have done it. I just had to charge him to do all that. But for now, what we're going to do is do a complete flush, because the power steering pump, even though it ran dry, seems to be okay. In all reality, you probably should have put a power steering pump. But like I said, this is a cheap as possible job we're doing on this. So I'm going to suck out everything that's in it. We're going to fill it to the top with new. We're going to start it, and then we're going to do it simultaneously. I'm going to empty it out, fill it up. Let it run a second, empty it out, fill it up. In between them cycles, steer the car all the way to the left, all the way to the right. Maybe try to get an assistant out here to help. So let's do it. I'm going to drop that there. We're going to drop that here. And we're going to hand pump our brains away. Which this thing's getting kind of old. That was already it. See if there's a low spot anywhere in there. Feels like it's got a sponge on the bottom. Sometimes these do. Alright. That looks like I can get a little more. We want every bit of it out we can get. My big guy here. Always a good idea to wipe your funnels out first, especially mine. I do 5 million things in my shop, so it's got metal particles from welding, like that film from the smoke. It has wood particles. It has metal shavings. There's everything in my shop. I'm about to paint a bumper this coming week, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to have to wet down the whole floor. It's about basically the only way. It'd be that or outside, and I don't like painting outside at all. You want to do the inside part today? I need you just going to be starting it and turning the wheel back and forth. Lock the lock. Not jamming against the locks either. Not right now. Be about, well, I mean, basically right now, though. Right, I got me an assistant. Then roll down that other window. Turn the ignition on. Roll down that other window so you can hear me good and clear. So we got a whole gallon of regular power steering fluid. And that's because Hondas cost so much. So we're flushing it with the regular power steering fluid. And then we're going to push it out with the Honda power steering fluid. I believe something else was ran in this, though. It's just my suspicion. A little more. I thought that would have been overfilled by now. Should be plenty. Okay, you're going to go ahead and start it up. Go all the way left to all the way right and keep going back and forth. Huh? Go ahead, start it. hit against the wheel. Scoot this back a tiny bit. Can we still see? Pretty good. Maybe not the best. Sun's really killing the video today. Alright. If it's still running, I'm going to go ahead. If it's actually got the power steering pump, I would make sure it didn't hit it. You can stop turning now. Just hang tight. We're trying to get out every bit of it we can. It's really probably not going to like it too much. Be a foaming mess. Where'd my phone just go? Oh, there it is. Go ahead and add it back. It's nice if you got the reel set up. It drains it out and fills it up at the same time. Go ahead, start going back and forth. See, I'm kind of, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'm kind of overfilling it a little bit. Because the funnel won't let it go nowhere. Recording! God, I hate this fucking camera. Alright, staying center. Start rolling it back and forth now again. I think what I'm going to do is fill the funnel all the way up and then drain it, suck it out while the thing's filled up. So it's kind of replacing at the same time I'm getting that nasty shit off the bottom. Damn, how did that even begin to happen? Yep, I'm just going to keep filling it all the way up. Going back and forth. That way it's not whining this pump to death like that. See, the whine has stopped now. starting to get really quiet. We keep an eye on the camera, make sure it doesn't quit recording on me once. I don't know why it does that, but every once in a while it decides it's going to quit recording.
No, baby. Stay right there.
Timer going at the top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still on there.
What are you doing?
Who, her?
No, him.
Oh.
Get out of it, baby. Get out of it.
Leave it.
You don't need to be in that.
Yeah, go.
It's not good for
Go,
puppies.
baby. Go on. Go on.
Going through a little over half a gallon at this point. How does that keep hitting that? Why? Oh, I see what's happening. Closed up on it. Be a little gentler, JJ. You don't have to jam it back and forth. Please be a little gentler. You're making everything out here bounce when you go that hard. Now it's not giving me that white nasty stuff anymore, so I'm pretty sure we got it. I want to do one more fill before I swap over to the Honda. And I'm pretty sure if it's anything like a Dodge transmission that takes +4, it's only an additive difference. I'm going to go ahead and have the other stuff ready. To go. Keep going. We're going to do it the whole time. It ain't going to take that long.
I got it. You stuck in your...
Okay, now we need to let it run through a little bit. Again, not trying to let it get to where it starts whining. But I don't want it to mix too awful much. If that makes sense.
Cindy just said, you're a witch, the end, fuck autocorrect, you know what I meant.
The whole time, JJ's in there turning the wheel back and forth to keep the system sucking through. Got one more bottle. Sure we're getting our air bubbles out for the most part at least. So we know we're not running super low like that. Now I got to fill it up with the third bottle because that got a little low. We're going to put this repair in it because he asked us to. How well this stuff works, I don't know. I'm not promoting it nor saying that it's bad. I don't know. He wanted it in it. It's getting put in it. Okay, so usually I use some washer solvent to run everything down. Gonna get a little bit on the belt. Shouldn't throw it off. But that'll run it down for the most part. This is some wicked shit. It's really cheap. Like $1.25 store stuff. But hey, it works, right? So, last thing is he wants me to add some this coolant stuff because he's got a coolant leak. He don't want to address it yet. We can go ahead and cut it off.